Many people experience difficulty sleeping when they're traveling, and this phenomenon is often referred to as traveler's insomnia or jet lag. Today, I'm going to explain what exactly is insomnia, and I'm going to outline several reasons for this traveler's insomnia or jet lag, as well as tips to address these challenges. I also want to address general reasons why people struggle with insomnia, as well as strategies you can use, regardless of whether or not you're traveling. So let me get right into it. What exactly is insomnia? Well, insomnia is that common sleep disorder where you may have trouble, one, falling asleep, two, staying asleep, or three, getting good quality sleep. So why do travelers have this insomnia or jet lag happen? One reason is time zone changes. Traveling across different time zones can disrupt your body's internal clock or circadian rhythm. Your body may be synced with your home time zone, making it challenging to fall asleep or wake up at the right times in the new location, or even have excessive daytime sleepiness. Another is the disrupted routine that comes with traveling, such as eating habits, exercise, and exposure to natural light. This can actually impact your body's ability to regulate its sleep-wake cycle. Another is the environment. You may be staying in an unfamiliar environment like a hotel or some type of accommodation that may not provide the same level of comfort as your home. The quality of your mattress, for instance, the noise levels, temperature, light, and other factors that may not exactly be conducive to restful sleep. Also, in general, traveling can be stressful, especially for long or important trips with tight schedules or unfamiliar places. You may have worries about missed flights, unfamiliar destinations, and being out of your typical element with various unknowns that can keep you awake. Also, there's that physical discomfort when it comes to traveling, where you have long periods of sitting or standing in lines or sleeping in uncomfortable positions, such as on a plane, and that can actually contribute to a lot of sleep difficulties. Now let's talk about how the fun stuff can actually impact you. Social activities. When you're traveling for leisure or business, you may be inclined to stay up later and do some type of social activity or business meeting that may interfere with your regular sleep schedule. So as a byproduct of that, there could be changes in your diet and hydration status, as well as consuming caffeine and alcohol, especially close to bedtime. That can definitely affect your sleep. So what are some strategies? Try to gradually adjust your sleep schedule a few days before your trip to align with the new time zone. Also, exposure to natural light can help reset your circadian rhythm. So spend time outdoors during the day, especially in the morning. Limit or avoid caffeine and alcohol, especially close to bedtime. Stay hydrated because dehydration can worsen the effects of jet lag. You may want to bring earplugs, an eye mask, or any other items that help you create a more comfortable sleep environment in your accommodations. Also, use short, strategic naps to combat fatigue, but avoid the long naps because that often results in having a harder time to sleep at night. If possible, stick to a familiar pre-bedtime routine, even when traveling. Now, sometimes melatonin supplements can help regulate your sleep-wake cycle as well. I'm a big advocate of incorporating some type of physical activity into your travel schedule, but avoid strenuous exercise close to bedtime. And also minimize stress. Practice relaxation techniques, such as deep breathing or meditation. Now, let's say you're having insomnia and you're not traveling. So you have worries, racing thoughts, and stress about maybe work, relationships, or other aspects of life. A lot of that's going to be a repeat of what we did when I talked about with the traveling, with the irregular sleep schedules, inconsistent bedtime routines, and not following that consistent sleep pattern. Another thing that might contribute to general insomnia is certain medical conditions such as chronic pain, acid reflux, asthma, and sleep apnea can lead to sleep disturbances. Now, mental health conditions such as depression and bipolar disorder can also affect sleep. Some medications have side effects that interfere with sleep, such as stimulants, certain antidepressants and medications that affect your blood pressure. Hormones can affect that. Consuming caffeine, nicotine, or alcohol close to bedtime can interfere with the body's ability to fall asleep and achieve deep sleep. A noisy or uncomfortable sleep environment, such as excessive light, temperature, or even an uncomfortable mattress or pillow, can affect your sleep quality. Eating a heavy meal or large quantities of food too close to bedtime, and keep in mind some foods can be stimulants like spicy or sugary foods. People who work irregular night shifts, they often have trouble sleeping because their work schedules conflict with their body's natural circadian rhythms. As I mentioned before, traveling across, let's say, even multiple time zones can also disrupt your sleep patterns. Also, age. As people get older, they may experience changes in their sleep patterns. Older adults often have more fragmented sleep and may take longer to fall asleep. Hormonal changes, such as with menopause or pregnancy, that can lead to sleep disturbances as well. Also, the use of electronic devices with screens, such as smartphones, computers, and TVs before bedtime can disrupt your sleep patterns due to the blue light emitted. So the blue light actually interferes with the production of melatonin, and that's that hormone that regulates sleep. So what are some strategies? Well, go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, ideally even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's internal clock. Develop a relaxing pre-bedtime routine to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. This might include activities like reading a book, taking a warm bath, or practicing some relaxation exercises. Now also, you want to optimize your sleep environment, so make sure your bedroom is dark, quiet, and at a comfortable temperature. Invest in a comfortable mattress and pillows. Reduce the noise, and consider using white noise machines or earplugs if needed. Also, limit your screen time. Avoid electronic devices with screens, such as the aforementioned smartphones, computers, and TVs, at least 1 hour before bedtime, as that blue light emitted can disrupt your melatonin production. As I mentioned before, watch your diet. Avoid heavy, spicy, or large meals before bedtime. Limit your caffeine and alcohol intake, especially in the evening. Now, regular physical activity can help you fall asleep faster and enjoy deeper sleep. However, try to avoid that vigorous exercise close to bedtime because it can be stimulating. Practice those relaxation techniques such as the deep breathing, meditation. You can even do yoga or progressive muscle relaxation to calm your mind down from stressful thoughts. Now, if you need to nap, keep it short, between 20 to 30 minutes, and earlier in the day to avoid interfering with nighttime sleep. Staring at the clock while trying to sleep can increase anxiety about not sleeping, making it even harder to fall asleep. If you need to, turn your clock away from your line of sight or cover it if necessary. Also, keep in mind exposure to natural light during the day can help regulate your body's sleep-wake cycle. So spend some time outside during the daylight hours. Cognitive behavioral therapy is a well-established and effective therapy that can help people with insomnia. It focuses on identifying and changing the underlying thoughts and behaviors that contribute to sleep difficulties. That's why I take the CBT approach. I find it extremely effective with my clients. Also, keep in mind reducing your consumption of liquids in the evening. That can help you prevent nighttime awakenings. Just use the bathroom. Now, if you have a medical condition that's interfering with your sleep, work with your healthcare provider to manage it effectively. Now, if you can't sleep, get up and do something relaxing in low light until you feel sleepy. This prevents you from associating your bed with stress or wakefulness. Some people also may enjoy some type of herbal tea like chamomile, or some type of supplements like I mentioned, melatonin can be helpful. This is something I strongly advocate though. Schedule a wind down period. So give yourself time, specifically your mind, to wind down before bedtime. It allows both your mind and your body to transition from that wakefulness to sleep. So try these strategies and let me know if you have any tips to add. If you got a value out of today's episode, I'd really appreciate it if you like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss any of my future videos of free strategies. I also have another video I want you to watch. It's called, Do You Have SAD? If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please comment below. Until next time, I'm the Aaron therapist Leslie Timble reminding you to keep your mental game on.